100-point drop in the market. Okay? Using the RYIRX is how I made my profit. I was inverse in a leveraged fund. What I understood was that you had this rolling market that was going down. I watched the market go up on Monday. First of all, it took a big dive last Friday. It went up on Monday. Usually what's been happening lately is when it bounces in both directions. So once I saw that 500-point for 300-point drop bounce up, it gave me an indication that this market would continue to go down. It went down on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It closed, the RYIRX closed at 50 at the end of the day on Friday, and that was a substantial increase in its value. A couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, it was trading in the 35 range. So that's the kind of increase that that's had over that time. So these are your choices. So let's say in your IRA or RRSP that you have dollars invested. If you don't know what to do, when you see a rolling market, get into cash. That's your first safest place to be. On Sunday night, I'm going to give you a quick, I sit down, remember when you talked about think time? I sit down, I assess the market, I determine the direction, and I get ready to take action. It's a discipline that I have every Sunday night. That way, I can't avoid seeing what's going on. I want to show you a couple of other things up here too that are other kinds of ways to do what I'm doing and use some other things. On the long side up there, you've got the NASDAQ. You can use the QQQs. We talked about the SPYs before. That's the S&P 500. You can be in financials. So when you heard about bank stocks going down or bank stocks going up, if you look on the short side, there's a fund down there that has financials on the downside. You can be, someone else talked about the dollar. What do you think the $700 billion debt added to the dollar is going to do? You can have the dollar down here, okay? Gold is on that list. So you have opportunities as you see direction to choose something that's appropriate and something that you're personally watching. Because I do believe that you should determine a strategy or a particular point of view and stick with it. It's one reason why I trade the RYIRX so often. I'm real familiar with the charts. I can see, I have a good sense of what that teenager's doing. So, this is a good description of just to see the market in 1 week. On a Monday, it was down 504 points. On a Tuesday, it was actually up. On a Wednesday, it was down 449 points. On a Thursday, it was up 410, and a Friday, it was 368. Okay, what kind of strategy would you employ there? Okay? And this might look like a whole year, but in this particular instance, it was just a week. So you might be on the short side on Monday through Wednesday, which I was. Did I get Thursday? No. I got out at the end of the day of Wednesday because I liked that nice drop. So in between there, I made 13%. Because my evaluation was that it was a market that was going to continue to go down. I picked my position. You notice it's not 16 positions. It's not a whole bunch of stuff that you can't keep track of. It's one thing. So Thursday I wasn't in it, and what's interesting on the bottom is that if you did nothing for the whole week, you were down 33 points when you had this great opportunity in the middle. So what I'm offering, as there is an offer, I'm the author of a book called A Girl Needs Cash. I do have books in the back. It's a great read. It starts with 6 women naked in a hot tub talking about money. It's also very sophisticated. I really recommend it to anyone who's understanding. It's got a lot of sophisticated information in it, and at the same time, for all of us women who like stories, it keeps us very busy with the stories. So it's the book. I'm going to do a 6-week teleseminar, which I can more thoroughly teach you what I've been talking about up here, because it does require reading the markets, knowing what to do, and yes, you can pass out the order forms. Knowing what to do and being able to pinpoint on a weekly basis what's going on. That teleseminar is called Sensibility, Taking Charge of Your Money. My recommendation, and it would include a 30-minute coaching call, is for us to figure out exactly where you are today. In other words, what's going on in your current portfolio, what you have, what's working, what's not working. And then some indication of how you can change that. But the first step is to understand what's going on. Would y'all agree? Yes. Yeah. Turn to your neighbor and say, I need to figure out what I'm doing. Now turn to your neighbor and say, I am really smart, I can do this. And one more, an aho, for I'm no longer going to sit and let my money just go down. Aho! Yes. So, the first package, teleseminar, bonus materials in that, teach you how to read the market, how to evaluate what you have now, what's in your money machine, how you need it to grow in order to get where you want to go. Included as a bonus to that is the personal coaching. Secondly, everything that's above, only in addition to that, would be a strategy for you to have a makeover with what you have now, so that you're truly on the road to getting that engine of your IRA and your RRSP working. And working in a fashion that's not complicated. Working in a fashion where you take charge of your money. Working in a fashion so that at the end of every month or quarter, you know exactly what kind of a return you've made. And knowing that it's not just a bunch of stuff that's spread out and you don't have any clue, but that you actually have a really good sense of what's going on. So I appreciate being here. We've passed out order forms, as well as the information on the offering. And unless you think Uncle Sam's going to send you back that $350,000, which, by the way, is a great idea, then I really suggest that you take what you have right now and use that to its maximum benefit so that you can be financially free as you go forward in your life, and that you will have income coming to you from these qualified plans that's going to support the lifestyle that you want. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joan Perry.
Yes. What's that? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.